God created the heavens and the earth. He puts us in the Garden of Eden. Beautiful place, walking with God. We make a choice and say, we don't need God. We could be God. I could choose what's best for me. And of course, we wound up through to the end of the restart button gets pushed, the flood happens, and now God has this plan. He says, I'm going to take this man and woman, Abram and his wife Sarah, and I'm going to create this new nation. And they wind up in slavery, and now they're free. So now God finally has enough people. He's got 2 million people that he's working with in the desert. And now he's about to go to work and tell us what his goal is for this new nation. So let's get to it. I need my reader number 6. Yes, sir. All right. So you pick that up, and that is Exodus 19, verses 3 to 6 on page 61. Go for it.
Then Moses climbed the mountain to appear before God. The Lord called to him from the mountain and said, "Give these instructions to the family of Jacob. Announce it to the descendants of Israel. You have seen what I did to the Egyptians. You know how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now if you will obey me and keep my covenant, you will be my own special treasure from among all the peoples on earth. For all the earth belongs to me. And you will be my kingdom of priests, my holy nation. This is the message you must give to the people of Israel."
Wow. So God says, you saw what I did to those Egyptians. That shows you how much I love you guys. And now, here's the deal. If you just follow my covenant, this new agreement, you'll see what I'm really looking to do with you as we go forward here is what you're going to be is you're going to be my kingdom of priests, my holy nation. Now this goes back to that promise that we saw to Abraham, is that all families throughout the earth are going to be blessed through you. So we're seeing how that is happening now. So this goal matches back to that promise. So this is all about God getting ready to really work with these people. After their 400 years in Egypt, keep in mind, 400 years in Egypt, multiple generations here. Many of them are more Egyptian than they are Israelite. So they've adopted a lot of those sort of principles. So now God needs to get them back on track so he can work with them. So he tells them you need to be a holy nation. Holy simply means unblemished. Sort of without sin, if you will. So you have to obey me. Oh, so that's not a bad thing. So what's the new deal? I'm ready to obey you. I want to be the holy nation. So what's the deal? Chapter 20. Who's our reader here? This is a long one. You up for it? Okay, good. So we're in chapter 20. This is the new deal, the 10 Commandments. Go ahead.
Then God gave the people all these instructions. I am the Lord your God who rescued you from the land of Egypt and the place of your slavery. You must not have any other God but me. You must not make for yourself an idol of any kind or an image of anything in the heavens or on the earth or in the sea. You must not bow down to them or worship them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God who will not tolerate your affection for any other gods. I lay the sins of the parents upon their children. The entire family is affected, even children in the 3rd and 4th generations of those who reject me. But I lavish unfailing love for 1,000 generations on those who love me and obey my commands. You must not misuse the name of the Lord your God. The Lord will not let you go unpunished if you misuse his name. Remember to observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. You have 6 days each week for your ordinary work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath day of rest, dedicated to the Lord your God. And that day no one in your household may do any work. This includes you, your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, your livestock, and any foreigners living among you. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens, the earth, the sea, and everything in them. But on the seventh day he rested. That is why the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and set it apart as holy. Honor your father and mother, then you will live a long, full life in the land the Lord your God is giving you. You must not murder. You must not commit adultery. You must not steal. You must not testify falsely against your neighbor. You must not covet your neighbor's house. You must not covet your neighbor's wife, male or female servant, ox or donkey, or anything else that belongs to your neighbor. When the people heard the thunder and the loud blast of the ram's horn, and when they saw the flashes of lightning and the smoke billowing from the mountain, they stood at a distance, trembling with fear. And they said to Moses, "You speak to us, and we will listen. But don't let God speak directly to us, or we will die." "Don't be afraid," Moses answered them, "for God has come in this way to test you, and so that your fear of him will keep you from sinning." As the people stood in the distance, Moses approached the dark cloud where God was.
All right. I just love that. You know, you could just imagine this scene, this mountain and this lightning and this smoke billowing from the top of this mountain and this shaking. It's just incredible, natural sort of thing going on here. And the people say, "Listen, Moses, you know, why don't you just talk to God and you just tell us, and that'll be the way we should handle this." Now God tells Moses, he says, "Here's the deal." You did a good job. Thank you so much. He says, "Here's the deal. 10 commandments. You want to be holy? You want to be in relationship with me? Just follow these 10 directives." 10. It's only 10. How hard can that be? Now, the deal is, you got to do all of them all the time. Can't pick and choose. You can't say, you know, I'm really good at 1, 4, and 7. You got to do them all the time. Now, you look at that list. I don't know, as you read through that list, I don't know about you, but somehow it strikes at our very nature. And of course, if we don't follow the 10 commandments, he says right here that that is sin. We're disobeying God. So the Israelites, though, they agree to follow the 10 commandments. But what they find is they just can't, like us, can't live up to God's standard of holiness. See, he is creating a standard here and saying, this is it. If you can do that, you're in. It's okay. We're together. If you can't do that, then I have to be separated from you because I can't be in the presence of unholiness or sin. But God has a solution. So what if we can't follow the 10 commandments? What do we do then? How do I get back to God? Or is it just over? No, he has a solution for us. Volunteer number 8, read Leviticus 17, 10 to 12 on page 98.
"And if any native Israelite or foreigner living among you eats or drinks blood in any form, I will turn against that person and cut him off from the community of your people. For the life of the body is in its blood. I have given you the blood on the altar to purify you, making you right with the Lord. It is the blood given in exchange for a life that makes purification possible. That is why I have said to the people of Israel, you must never eat or drink blood, neither you nor the foreigners living among you."
Wow. "I have given you the blood on the altar to purify you, making you right with the Lord. It is the blood given in exchange for a life that makes purification possible." So what we see here is a life must be given to God for the forgiveness of sin. So in God's eyes, sin kills. Sin is a big deal to God. You might not agree with this methodology, but this is what the Bible says. And we're here to study the Bible.